It's Fusion Radio with Brian and Keith, man. Kicking off our first broadcast for 2025, man. And definitely, like, really excited to be back. Always excited, man, to chime in with these really dope artists, man. This one right here, I'm going to tell y'all, I ain't going to even lie to y'all, man. It's been a really long
It's been a
time.
minute. It's been a minute, for sure.
Man, since you've been here, man, at West River, but definitely, man, one of my favorite guests, man, to have, and definitely excited about sharing you, with the listeners and viewers of Fusion Radio, and then, like, us just catching up, man, and then also, man, like, allowing Keith, man, from being an artist himself, man, the CEO, to definitely chime in with you, man, and everything, so. My brother, man, Abuv Ave is in the building, man. Welcome to Fusion Radio, man.
Yeah, appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all having me. I appreciate the opportunity, for sure, man.
So I want to step back because Keith was telling me earlier when he saw your name and everything, he definitely wanted to get into the origins of the stories and all that stuff about your artist name. So I'm going to step back, let Keith rhyme and chime with you.
All right.
For sure, man. So first I wanna thank you, you know what I'm saying, for blessing us with your presence, you know what I'm saying. You started off the year with us, you know what I'm saying. So I definitely want to thank you for that. But I want to get into your name, you know what I'm saying, because bro was telling me that it was an interesting story behind your name. So how did you necessarily come up with your artist name?
Okay. That is a good one. When I first started off doing this, which was a minute ago, I had a name. I can't even really remember the name, but Maj remember rapping at the table with their homies during lunch or whatever.
For sure.
And, I had this name and I was trying to look it up to see, how many other people had the name or whatever. And, it was a guy that had the name that, was into some other selective activity or whatever. Well, just say it like that. And so when I went home, I was telling my mom, like, I need a rap name. Like, I need something good, and she was like, well, how do I teach you to live your life? Like, how do I teach you how to be? You know what I'm saying? And growing up as a black man, a lot of times you have two strikes. You're a male and you're black. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And so, for me, she said I already had three strikes because I was a male, I was black, and I was big. You know what I'm saying? I'm tall, 6'5". So she was like, you have to do above and beyond. And that's how the name kind of stuck, you know what I'm saying, above the average. So I just made that Abuv Ave, you know what I'm saying? And when I went back to the table, like, it stuck. Like, people just liked it, so that's essentially how I got my name, Abuv Ave. It's been like that since high school.
You know what's so crazy about that story, bro? It was a couple of things that you pointed out and you said that really stood out to me and I really loved. The first one was that in some type of way, your mother helped you create your artist name.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And that stood out to me because not so much that, like, my parents don't support me in, like, my artistry, but it's like I could never, like, connect with them a certain type of way on the music tip. So for you to be able to connect with your parent on the music tip and she actually helping you though, and she helped you come up with your name, that's amazing to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then I like the fact how you brought up that as a black man, you already come into this world with two strikes. Because I don't think a lot of people understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter what type of persona you try to put out here, whatever, try to positive message you put out here, we all come into the gate with those two strikes.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Because I had to explain that to a female one time, like, y'all don't understand what us black men go through on a daily. You just with being black, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So
For sure.
I love that you highlighted that, man. So
Appreciate it.
I want to start off after that question, man. I want to start off, like, just tell us a little bit about, like, how was it for you in the beginning stages of your career? Because you seem like you've been doing this for a long time, man. So talk to me a little bit about the beginning stages.
Man, it's been quite a road. When I first started off, I was in a couple groups. I was in a group called JKA, which was funny because I still talk to them dudes to this day. But JKA stand for Just Quit Asking. We thought it would be a funny moniker for, you know, people to be asking, like, oh, so what's y'all name? It's like JKA. And then it'd be like, man, just quit asking. Like, don't ask us no more. You know what I'm saying? And then that kind of fell through, you know, people grow, people evolve. And then I got into a group coming out of college called ICB Gang. Why we was called ICB Gang, I don't know. None of us was bald at the time. None of us was icy. We wasn't in a gang. I don't know, but yeah, I still rock with them as well. Shout out to them as well. And that experience is what led me to doing stuff solo, because that was the first time that I performed and did a song where people knew my music and people was re-saying my music back to me when we were performing. And that just gave me the love to like, hey, I'm gonna try this by myself and step out on my own. And I didn't did a little bit of everything. I did the South by Southwest. I didn't open up for, you know, people like Twista and things of those natures. And not to, I don't want to name drop and all that bit, but I've been doing this for a minute to where I've seen a lot of avenues and had a lot of ups and downs, pitfalls and all that bit. So, yeah, that's really how my career started. But, and now I'm to the point of like, I'm working with an artist. I have an artist named Nisi Me. And she's under the Members Only Worldwide label that I started or whatever. And, you know what I'm saying, just been working on production and things of that nature. And, yeah, that's pretty much how I've been doing, just to keep my time.
For sure, man. And it seemed like, in my opinion, you've been around so long, you kind of can tell the transition as far as like music in general. You get what I'm saying? Because like you said, you started off in a group.
Yeah.
Like it don't really go like that nowadays. You know what I'm saying? You don't really see too many people in groups. So like for you to say you started off in a group, it seemed like you've been around and you've seen a lot of transitions as far as like music. So just talk to me a little bit about that. Like as far as like how the music scene was when you first started to like what the music scene look like now.
Man, what I will say is some people will try to say that it's easier now than it was beforehand. What I'll say is you have a lot more outlets now than you had beforehand. I won't naturally say it's easier because you still got to put in the work and you got to put in the grind, like no matter what. But back in the day, you know, wordplay was something that was substantial to you being a hip-hop artist or a rap artist. You know, if you didn't really have no wordplay or nothing like that, it was a lot harder for you to get on different scenes and get different avenues. And nowadays, it's kind of like, as long as you got a strong initiative, you got a strong work ethic, and you willing to, you know, do what it takes to get yourself out there, you know, it's gonna work out for you. So I can say that's kind of like the change that I've seen from me first starting and getting to now. Like back in the day, you know, it's no more like demo mixtapes or like things of that nature no more. You know what I'm saying? You still got SoundCloud and all that bit, but it's not so much additive on you creating, you know, a whole package of work and then trying to get that to a label. It's like if you got a couple good singles or if you got one good single that they can market and they can, you know, help you with, you might be through the roof, like especially if you got one and then you can go back and create that next one right off the bat. Man, you might be, you know, you might be out of here. So, yeah.
Fusion Radio with Brian and Keith got this really dope guest by the name of Abuv Ave in the building, man, dropping knowledge and jewels, man. I want to go back to, man, what you were talking about as far as a couple of different things, man. One was performances and all that stuff. So take us through what it's like to be in the presence of you when you performing, man. Maybe something special that you do that, you know, leaves a lasting memory with people.
one thing that I try to say for sure about me performing is I like to get the crowd involved. I don't want to go too far back, but there's an artist by the name of KRS-One, right? And he's like one of the godfathers of this hip hop thing, of this rap thing, right? And he was always making a detriment for you to understand what emceeing is. You know what I'm saying? Mic control and the masters of ceremony, right? And being able to control the crowd and get the crowd into whatever you're performing. And so that's something that I really am big on. Like, I'm not like too big of a dancer, you know what I'm saying? I'm not too big of super hype, but what I do is try to assure that I'm getting the crowd in by talking to them, giving them different chants and things of that nature, and just trying to keep the eye contact in order for them to be engaged. So it's definitely something that you can look forward to when you're looking for an Above Ave show. Like, I'm gonna make sure that, you know what I'm saying, I'm emceeing that situation for sure.
Yeah, you shouted out an artist that's part of your members only, man, and everything.
Yeah.
And when you go back, I want to go back and definitely, show that artist a lot of love. Tell us, like, a little bit that we should know about that artist, maybe social media wise, where we can go to sort of build on that.
Yeah, her name is Missy Me. IG is Proud Mother of 5. This is someone that is not just a rapper, but she also sings. Full-blown artist, creates her music, writes all her music, and just a dope artist as a whole. She had a joint out not too long ago called Maya Angelou, which is a dope joint if you go to any of her social media, or if you go to the Members Only Worldwide page on IG or Facebook, wherever, we had that posted up. It's also on YouTube as well. So, yeah, dope, full artist from, you know what I'm saying, west side of town, west suburbs. And, yeah, man, like, definitely somebody I've been working with for a minute. Happens to be a relative of mine. But, yeah, you know what I'm saying, dope artist. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't even know that she wanted to do the music stuff. But, like, when she hit me with it, I was like, man, let's go. Like, let's do it.
That's what's up, man. How would you describe your style and sound to someone that may be hearing you for the first time?
Definitely a little bit more unique than what they're probably used to. As you can tell, I got a deep voice, so it's already gonna be kind of ear catching to hear somebody that probably they'll go back and be like, oh, he got the I-20 or the Barry White, you know what I'm saying, whatever type voice, you feel me? My homie was clowning me the other day talking about you sound like one of the Decepticons or whatever like that, you feel me? But yeah, like just being able to use my voice and use that talent as, you know what I'm saying, something to get across as a different range. And then also, I use melodies and tones in there as well. You might hear me using different melodies on different songs as well and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, singing to get my point across. So, yeah, I'm definitely different in that aspect.
So you brought about 2 singles to sample some of your greatness, man. How that sound?
How that sound, yeah, man. How that sound is one of my more upbeat joints. And just talking about life as a whole, man. I always try to give people a nugget. I always want to give people a nugget. That's a big thing as well. Like, if I can't help push you forward as a human being, then I'm not really doing anything as an artist. I'm just another, you know what I'm saying, person out here or another notch on the belt. So I always try to give people nuggets, people gems, so they can move forward in life, man.
And then you also brought by Important.
Yeah. That's more of how I feel like you should feel about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is important. Everybody, should be kind of nonchalant or feel like nonsense is a nuisance. You know what I'm saying? You can't really draw into the nonsense. When you draw into that, you're really taking away from yourself. So that's something big that I kind of preach. And that's a moniker of mine of like, man, everybody's important, you know what I'm saying, in their own way. So treat people with respect, and you never know, how you may need another person. So don't treat anybody less than who they are, you know what I'm saying, or try to play them down in any type of way, because, that person may be somebody that's an exec or somebody that you may need for a different situation later on down the line.
Which one you want to play first?
We can go into that, how that sound first. You know what I'm saying? We can go into that, how that sound first, for sure.
All right, we got more with our brother, man, Abuv Ave, man, right here from the Shy. It's Fusion Radio with Brian and Keith. How that sound is in your ears right now.
Every day I'm tryna get it, I ain't about that fucking around. How that sound? How that sound? Tryna make these devils jealous while I make my mama proud. How that sound? How that sound? See my niggas got an issue, ain't no thing to lay it down. How that sound? How that sound? So if you didn't know that I'm the man, then you can learn it now. Let me keep it funky from the gate. Either you gon' be a boss or help a boss get stupid pay. I ain't never been in the real who for sure to chase a dream. But the point of every chase is make that shit reality. If you're down for wasting time, use a goofy in the lake. Make sure you stay out my way. Scratch that key yourself today. So the Lord can bless another with the gift of seeing day. Cause every time I see the sun, I think of ways of getting paid. See, they teach you money is the root of all your evil ways. But they fail to tell you evil came before the currency. All these thotties want the D, all these be on the creek. Take your top off, let me ride. All kills mommy in my G. See, I'm trying to get it all while they trying to get a piece. I'ma ball until I fall, trying to count it in my sleep. Baby, you gon' get in tune or you gon' stay a fool. You can never be my boo if you ain't help me bust no move. I need all my checks and twos, I need all my days of cool. Action Jackson with that, ain't no telling what I do. So if you ever hear it sweet, ignore that shit they telling you. Cause everybody tough as Tony till they hella local news. How that sound? How that sound? Every day I'm tryna get it, I ain't about that fucking around. How that sound? How that sound? Tryna make these devils jealous while I make my mama proud. How that sound? How that sound? See my niggas got an issue, ain't no thing to lay it down. How that sound? How that sound? So if you didn't know that I'm the man, then you can learn it now.
That's our brother right there, man, Abuv Ave with that how that sound. Now, I'm gonna step out the way because I feel like my brother Keith has something to say about that how that sound. I feel it. I feel this energy in the room.
Okay. Now.
Nah, it was like on some, I'm listening to the song, and me being an artist myself, I understand that everybody has their own flow, everybody has their own style. So, like, when I was listening to the song, I was curious to know, like, how did you eventually come up with your sound? You get what I'm saying?
Alright, so it was a lot of doctoring when it came to my sound, cause again, like I said, when I first started, it was all about wordplay, and so I always thought, like, if you ain't got like metaphors, similes, all that type of stuff in there, that you wasn't making the best song. And I understood that later on down the line, like, song structure doesn't always incorporate that. So it made me also embody like, yeah, you can throw in, you know, a couple bars here and there, but you also have to make stuff that people that you relate to and that people can relate to as well. You feel me? So as long as you're hitting all three of those, for me, I think that makes you like a complete artist, and that's kind of like what embodied my style. Um, you know, I love to switch up cadences and things of that nature too, because I just think it sounds better. You know, when you're doing the same cadence all the time, sometimes it gets mundane or it gets old. But yeah, that's kind of what factored into my style and how I was able to conjure my style.
Okay. So I want to have a little discussion here. You know what I'm saying? Even Brian could kind of piggyback on this if he want to. You know what I'm saying? I want to have a discussion as far as like, why do y'all feel like lyricism isn't as big as it once was? Because like it's certain lyricists out here. You know what I'm saying? There's certain people out here still doing their thing, like the Kendricks of the world, J. Cole. You feel me? Drake. It's certain people out here that still go that lane, but it's not as big as like how you explained earlier, like when you first got in the game, like in the early 2000s, stuff like that. Like, so what do you feel like factored into that? You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I feel like there are still a lot of lyricists. There's a lot of lyricists even still here in the city, you know what I'm saying, as far as Chicago.
True.
What I feel like is when it came to different labels and execs, just like everything else in the world, it's microwave. You know what I'm saying? We need the quick, we need the fast, and it's something that is catchy. And sometimes, you know, when you're using wordplay, you don't catch on to it real quick. You have to take your time to understand what they really saying. And in the party world that we've lived in of the last 15 years, maybe even 20, it's like when you in a party, you doing what you do you got time to break down Kendrick's bars? Do you got time to break down J. Cole's bars to feel what he doing? Or are you trying to hear something that just gets you hyped for that moment or for that second? So I feel like, you know, it's still there. It's definitely still there. And at the end of the day, they want you to have that, because even Boss Man, D-Lo, you know what I'm saying? He go crazy to me, and I feel like he got wordplay, but some people may say, you know, he don't, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's still there, but you know, it's just what can be marketed quickly and what can get to the masses quickly, I feel is the change.
No, to piggyback out that, I think you hit it on the head, low key. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when you think about it though, especially with like the emergence of like things like social media and stuff like TikTok and all those type of things,
For sure.
You don't see nobody on TikTok dancing to J. Cole. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You see them dancing to these turned up songs. You feel me? These songs and it's so crazy because a lot of times like people are taking certain parts of songs. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And changing people's lives though. Like it could be like it ain't even the best part of the song, low key.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
It's just the part that people caught on. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, cause not to throw no shade, cause that's not what I'm trying to do at all. But like,
no, you just speaking.
like even like that new song that's out by LaMelo, Leangelo Ball.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? Like that's not really like over lyrical over this, but it's like you caught a wave and you caught a like. You caught a you feel me, that time period.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So
it's like
he caught a genre. He caught a genre and a genre of time that people really still love, man. When you in college, you know, they've been playing Boosie Wipe Me Down for a very, very long time. You feel me? Like those genres of songs that get people hype. Listen, there's some of them songs that's been out for dang near 30, 35 years that they're still playing to this day. And it's
For
just
sure.
because it get people moving. And, you know, that's marketable. If I can get you moving, I can sell you stuff. I can get you to buy certain things. I can get you to indulge in certain things. So I think you hit it on the head. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just them being able to grab them little small giblets and small pieces and then make that bigger. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Because it seemed like the song blew up off content. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like
I
many
mean,
people making content off the song. It's
He
like,
got a heck of a marketing team as well. You know what I'm saying? To have your brother, both of your brothers in the NBA, your dad marketed y'all in high school as, you know what I'm saying, some of the top players in California. And, you know, if you know basketball like I know, California is a whirlwind place to be put at the top of the ranks for basketball, and they definitely did that in a small market. So shout out to they pops, man. Shout out to Mr. Ball, because he understand that marketing game, and he put his foot on next when it come to that, bro. And you just gotta respect that, man.
no, I ain't gonna lie. Definitely shout out to LeVar Ball, man, because I don't think a lot of people, like, even to simplify it a little bit more, that's a black man. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That got real confidence in his kids, and that's
Facts.
there for his kids. Like, you feel me? Like to go back to the point like that you brought up earlier. We, as far as African American men, we all come into this world, regardless of where you at in this world. We all come in with two strikes. So that man got behind his kids and was pushing them, like you said, and promoting them. And now it got to the point where people actually believe that, and then they actually showed what they could do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I definitely get that man his props, because he's there for them kids. He makes sure them kids is what they is, and he put them in a position to win. So you can't do nothing but applaud that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
Yeah, but I do feel you though. I do understand how people could be frustrated, or, you know what I'm saying, feel a way about how they go strongly for theirs, and, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't always get looked at in the same light. I do understand that, and that, you know, that's the part of the game that kind of, for lack of a better term, it just sucks, because it's like, you know, if you don't have the right marketing team, if you don't have the right people behind you, sometimes you won't get heard like you're supposed to get heard. So
For sure. Then it's like, one thing I had to learn too, as far as just like on some maturing as a man and just in general, people gonna have something to say regardless.
man, all the time, bro.
Because if the man wasn't taking care of his kids, they'd have had something to say about that.
Man.
Now he pushing his kids and trying to
got
get his
something to
kids
say
to a
about
certain,
that.
they got something to say
Yeah,
about that. So it's
yeah.
like, people just gonna have something to say regardless.
For
bro.
sure.
So you
for
just
sure.
gotta tunnel vision, do your thing, and make it happen, bro. So at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So to transition back into you though, like, tell me a little bit about like those studio sessions. Like, what do a studio session gotta look like, or what has to be there to put you in that mode to make the best music possible?
Nothing. Just being in front of that mic, the beat playing. It can be people in the studio. It can be people not in the studio. It could be dark. It could be. I love music. You know what I'm saying? My family is very musical on my father's side, from the church aspect. I won't get into all of who they are and all that bit, but very, very more information about music than I thought that they had, and was touring and all kinds of stuff on the church realm, and I didn't even know about it. You know what I'm saying? So music has always been indoctrinated into the family. Actually, my uncles used to be called, you heard of the Jackson 5. My last name is, I'm giving government, that's crazy. But my last name is Thaxton, so they used to call them the Thaxton 5, you feel me? And they used to do little stuff around the way on a low end type area. So yeah, man, it's always been indoctrinated in me, so I just love music. And so I don't need a lot to get me hyped. I don't need a lot to get me in that mood, because, you know, I love doing it. And like I said, when I first started out, you had to be able to know how to freestyle. You had to be able to know how to, you know, do these certain elements of the hip hop culture. So it don't take me much, you know what I'm saying? But if there is a vibe in there, if there is someone to like piggyback off of, that's always great as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, that's pretty much that on that.
I like that though, cause basically on some, regardless of what's going on, regardless of who there, who ain't there, we gonna rock out regardless.
Man, we got to, man, because what we here for, what we even came. I always think about Lil Wayne when he was, I don't know what mixtape this was, and I'm dating myself again, but he was like, you know, you gotta have them bullets in the clip, like you gotta be able to go, like you can't. I need this, I need that, I need. You know what I'm saying? He's like, nah, you gotta be ready to go, and I always thought of that as like, nah, that's real. Like in any situation, you just gotta be ready if this is what you really want, you know. So I kind of just took that in.
For sure, man. So we heard one of your great songs earlier, you know what I'm saying, by
Appreciate
the name
that.
and how that sounds, you know
Appreciate
what I'm saying?
that.
So we got this other song called Important.
Yeah.
So before we get into Important, just tell them a little bit about like what was your vibe and like what was your mindset like when you actually created this song though?
Okay, so the beat was produced by it's a classic, a dude from Atlanta. So this was my first time messing with a producer that was like outside of Chicago for real. And my vibe was just try to give something different than what I naturally gave, you know what I'm saying? I do harmonies and things on songs, but it wasn't prevalent. So I wanted to try to give a full song while I gave that type of energy. And this was it, like important was that. Again, I'm speaking on a song of like feeling important, you know, not letting haters or anybody deter you from you feeling like you supposed to be here and you supposed to be doing what you're doing. And that was kind of the vibe of the song. When I heard it, I was like, you know, I want to push that vibe on this.
For sure, man. So we finna get into it, man. So this is Important by my boy Abuv Ave, and we'll be right back on Fusion Radio with Brian and Keith.
Members only worldwide. And I'm so important. I can't help the fact they like that I'm important. The dime I sip, the V I drop, it's all important. Them haters wish I paid attention, not important. And I'm so important. I can't help the fact they like that I'm important. The dime I sip, the V I drop, it's all important. Them haters wish I paid attention, not important. And when I speak, you should listen. These words gon' turn some billion-dollar thoughts into fruition. Told my Diddy ain't no stopping to my business. Told me stop the tripping, stacking bands is my religion, Lord my witness, And I think I should mention the chances of a sliding is the climate of a vision. Gonna have her cooking, washing drawers, and doing dishes. Plus a host of things I promised her I wouldn't mention, not your business, And I'm here claiming all my winnings, down out in luxury, stitching, fully focused, banking Benji, so my uncles into life thankful and never question living, so my time is never friendly, not a Zappo second lended. I'm so important. I can't help the fact they like that I'm important. The dime I sip, the V I drop, it's all important. Them haters wish I paid attention, not important. And I'm so important. I can't help the fact they like that I'm important. The dime I sip, the V I drop, it's all important. Them haters wish I paid attention, not important. And your feelings and who you know when it come to baking your loaf. I check every piece of my dough, ain't nobody trustworthy. These devils living to take your soul, they be plotting under your nose. Say it's love, I hate you the most. I know the Lord got me back on it, carrying finger rolls that can stop you from what is yours. So I claim it like it was stole. Know that they sleep on me, give them some Folgers cause they be slow. Half these goofies is lame and can't trust that nigga as far as you don't. The Lord been blessing me. I've been that guy, ain't no sense of doing questioning. Known to do the job and you ain't gotta check my references. If it's between me and you, then I'm probably who are preferences. And I'm so important. I can't help the fact they like that I'm important. The dime I sip, the V I drop, it's all important. Them haters wish I paid attention, not important. And I'm so important. I can't help the fact they like that I'm important. The dime I sip, the V I drop, it's all important. Them haters wish I paid attention, not important. And
That's what I'm talking about, man. So that was that important by my boy Abuv Ave, man.
Yes,
You know,
sir. Yes, sir.
we been rocking out today, man. Today was our first show of 2025, man. Me and Brian, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I just be so excited when I get a chance to come in and meet y'all in person, get a chance to bump heads with y'all, listen to y'all great music, man. So it's a pleasure, man, for y'all starting out this year with us, man. So just before we wrap up your amazing interview that we had, I want to ask you, man. So with you being in the game so long, I know you didn't probably went through the highs, the lows, you feel me? You done met all type of people, seen all type of people, made all type of music. I just want you to give us a little tidbit, man, a little piece of advice for a person that's out here trying to do what you've been doing for years.
Man, it sound cliche. It sound like the thing that a lot of people always say, but like, bro, just keep going. Do as much as you can, whenever you can, however you can. You know what I'm saying? And never let anybody deter you from what you feel you're supposed to be doing. You know, if this music is for you, just keep doing it, and doors will open for you. Opportunities will open for you as long as you put your best foot forward. And also, like, be about your business. You know what I'm saying? Be thoroughly about your business. Know about Sound Exchange. Know about your BMI. Know about how to networking one-on-one. That's huge. You know what I'm saying? Who you know is almost better than what you know. You know what I'm saying? Who you know can get you through a lot more doors than what you know. So those are like the giblets. But I truly appreciate y'all, man. This is my first interview of the year, 2 days after my birthday. My birthday was just on the 9th. So I appreciate y'all for giving me this birthday present of actually being able to be on the radio show and be interviewed, because not everybody get that opportunity, man. It's a lot of people that will wish they could be on any platform to get their music out, man. So I graciously appreciate y'all, man. Especially Brian, man. He, like I was telling him before, behind the scenes, he's one of the legends, one of the true legends of Chicago, man. He been helping a lot of unnamed artists, striving artists for years, and putting them on a map and giving them a platform, man. So I greatly thank you and appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, for that.
Appreciate that, brother, man. You know, it's always a joy and a pleasure to chop it up with you, man. So we hear 2 singles from you today during the interview. How that sound important?
Yeah.
Definitely makes me, but I'm just being selfish, I'm thinking about the other people. Think about, okay, what else for this 2025 are you working on or cooking up in the kitchen for us to definitely enjoy?
Man, I just did a show where I did a single called Memories. Memories is talking about a lot of different things that happened to me throughout my career and things of that nature, people that I've met, things like that. But I also have a project that I'll probably be releasing around March time. I want to give like too selective of the date because I don't want to miss that date. But March time, called Kudos. Knowing unique dominance, obtain success. So those are the things that I'm working on. Make sure that y'all go, pull up, Google Abuv Ave, that last project, 9 times 1, and what was the project before that? It wasn't Av's Interval. It was Dropbox Ave. That's what it is, Dropbox Ave. Go check those 2 out. That has a lot of the material that I've been doing for the last couple of years and things of that nature. So y'all can get caught up on that. And then March time, I'll be able to give y'all some brand new type stuff. And I also been doing features and things of that nature. So look out for the feature with Mixie Me. Oh, and there's also another producer by the name of DJ Fame. I don't know if y'all ever heard of him, but DJ Fame, dope producer and engineer and stuff like that. So I've been working with him and his clique, and then I got my own people, Big Dog Lolly and all that bit that I'll be working with and all that bit too. So y'all can be looking out for that.
Man, salute out to you, man, for always, man, bringing greatness, man. It's always a joy, man, to definitely catch up with you and everything, man. Social media-wise, man, how can they follow you, stay in tune with the movement?
Man, everything is Abuv Ave. So Abuv Ave on all social media. Abuv Ave, MOW, or Members Only Worldwide on Instagram. Abuv Ave on everything else. But it's just Abuv Ave. You can also look for Members Only Worldwide on IG, Facebook, TikTok, all of the socials. But if you pull me up on Google, I promise you, you just put in ABUV AVE, that's Abuv Ave, you'll be able to, find all my socials.